Okay, that puts you at about 9 weeks and 2 days. So if that's true, then that would be a piece of cake to hear the heartbeat.
Okay.
So this is your first ultrasound?
Yeah.
Cool. You hoping for a boy or a girl?
A girl.
Yeah? Wow, you know, huh?
Yeah, I really want a girl.
Yeah, baby is pretty small. Brightness a little bit. Okay, so we're looking for a black dot about the size of a grape.
Is that it?
It is, yeah. So this right here, you see kind of the bright outline right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's your uterus. And then the inside, this is the gestational sac. So it has all the amniotic fluid inside of it. That's the black area. And then that gray circle at the bottom, that's the baby.
What?
That's weird.
So just to give some perspective, even though it's big on the screen, that right there, the biggest part of your uterus, or the gestational sac, that's just over 3 centimeters.
Really?
Yeah.
That is teeny.
So if we zoom in, make everything bigger. So we're looking at baby almost like a MRI or a CT scan, where we're kind of like looking through the head and then the body and then the arms. So if I rotate it this way, then we'll see baby the long way.
Oh.
See that little flutter in the middle? That's the heart.
Oh wow.
So like
Yeah,
that's the actual
really?
heartbeat, huh?
Yeah.
That's the actual heart beating.
Holy cow.
So baby's head is on the right, and then baby's also kind of curled, so legs are coming out of the screen at us, so we can't really see them very well, but they're right there. They're the little feet. They don't really have feet yet, but that's the end of the legs.
That's crazy.
All right, let's take a listen.
How about drop the camera?
Oh, that's how we look like.
If you want to.
It's weird.
Let's be recording that too. Trick is not moving my hands.
Does that sound like a pretty normal heartbeat?
Yeah, it does. It sounds great.
It's a lot of relief though.
It's weird. It still doesn't record.
What's inside you?
It's weird.
Crazy.
It's in position. About 176, very nice. See those two little dots? Moving back and forth.
Yeah.
Those are the two sides of the heart going in and out.
Between week 9 and 10, it kind of grows in size quite a bit, huh?
Yeah, they grow super fast. That's early on.
That's unbelievable.
So if we measure from one of these dots to the other side of the dot, or the other dot, to see how big the heart is, it's 1/3 of a centimeter. So that heart is about that big. That's what we just listened to, making that little noise.
Isn't that crazy? Is that real?
This is the baby's head right there. You can see that heart beating the whole time.
Yeah, my head, that's a big head.
There you go.
Just kidding.
This right there, that's a limb bud. That's the beginning
Oh,
of the
like that
of the leg, yeah.
It is unbelievable.
You're starting to see the spine too, though. Right there. You see those two lines?
Yeah.
That's the. It's not even bone yet, but it's going to develop. Its cartilage is going to develop into the bone of the spine.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, 9 weeks is super early.
Definitely there.
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, baby didn't even have a spinal cord.
Just a little
Just 3
talk,
weeks ago.
a little pee.
Just a little bundle of cells. At 7
And now
weeks.
it's grown a spine, it's got a heart, its eyes are coming in.
At 4 weeks. Or wait, hold on. I'm getting my weeks and days mixed up. At 7 days, it's only 16 cells big.
Really?
Yeah. So to go from that to this is like a huge jump. Lots of development.
It's insane.
So this circle right there.
Mm-hmm.
So here's baby's head right there. And then this circle right here, you see it's kind of hollow.
Mm-hmm.
That, just like a chicken egg, is the yolk.
Really?
Uh-huh. So baby starts out with, like right around the time there's 16 cells. They don't, they're just a couple of cells, and then that's before it even implants into the side of the uterus. So after it implants into the side of the uterus, it kind of divides into two little pouches. One develops into the baby, the other one develops into a yolk, just like a chicken egg. And the yolk is bigger than the baby is for the next couple of weeks, until the baby gets about this size, and that's when it starts to shrink. The baby eats it all up as it builds the nervous system, the brain, and the spinal cord. And then by the time the spinal cord is done, that yolk has kind of disappeared, and we don't see it anymore. So right, in these pictures, like, it's super tiny, it's smaller than the baby is, but you can still see it, which means that your baby's still developing its spine, it's still developing its nervous system. And then that'll disappear like in the next week or two, and then it'll start to work on the rest of the body. Yeah, so real early on. So over on the side, this is how many centimeters away from the probe everything is. So the probe's up here, and baby's right about 5 centimeters away. Nice and protected. Just hanging out in there. Those arms right there.
With that arm?
Yeah. That right there. Arm. arm. This is part of the leg. This is the other one.
Little round belly.
Yeah, exactly. There's that spine again. These two dots right there, that's like the center of baby's brain. So that'll continue. They're white because they're like there's a lot of cells right there, and they'll continue to develop and expand, and that'll form all of baby's brain. That's those two little dots. Baby doesn't even have ribs yet. Heart is the biggest thing in her chest.
It's like the total size of the whole baby's about like that big right now. Or a little bit smaller.
A little bit smaller, probably. Let's give it a quick measurement. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so about right here to right there. So just over 2 centimeters. So baby's about that big from like crown to bum. Yeah, so we're talking super small. Anything else you want to see?
I'm good. You confirmed it for me. I'm excited.
All right. Let me use some paper towels. There
Proud
we go.
daddy.
Let me know if you need some more. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You bet. And I'll take your trash when you're done.